now time for Living in the Kitchen, and Sarah, the Salt Lady, is back from Somersault. So great to see you. It's always, I love our springy look today.
It feels spring outside, so we might as well.
I know, right? This weather has been so amazing, and your food. Okay, so she owns Somersault. First, tell everyone if they haven't seen your previous segments.
So I make seasoning salts in town, all fresh, locally grown produce, no colors, no sugars, no chemical preservatives. But I'm just known as the Salt Lady around town because I have your salt and your local goodies from the farmers markets.
And we always make something a little bit different, kind of like the Pico Princess, right? She shows us how to incorporate her items into ingredients.
Which I love, because you always give us good ideas.
We love to bring the stuff that we get at the farmers market, because a lot of the people, like Veronica and I, we eat most of our food from the farmers market because that's our grocery store. We're there every weekend, and that's, people are like, where do you buy your food? I'm like, here.
And you're supporting local, which is important.
Of course, and it's better for you.
That's right. So what are we making today?
So I brought some French baked eggs. This is a really simple recipe. I got this done from the time I got here to the time we went on set.
Which was like 30 minutes?
Very quick.
Okay.
So all you have to do to make this is you just put a little bit of salt. The lady who made this recipe is Charlene, and she's a caterer around town. And she taught me you put a little bit of salt in the bottom.
Interesting.
And then all you got to do is crack the egg into the ramekin or whatever. I'll sometimes even do this into like a muffin pan or something if I'm doing a whole bunch of them. And then some fat. I'm using some ghee from Backyard Buffalo. I brought her stuff before a whole bunch of times. A little bit of cream. You can use however little or much you want here. It's like the more cream, the more decadent it is, but you can go really light. And then I do a little bit of cheese on top. That's it. I had a little bit of like, this is like some like a Monterey Jack or something in the fridge. But you can use Parmesan or something like that. Into the oven for like 9 to 15 minutes depending on how yolky you want it. You know, like so some people, like my husband, he wants me to take it out like right at 9 minutes, but I prefer my yolk more done. I brought some bread from Great Harvest. They're a baker that's next to me at Riverside Arts Market. They also have a brick and mortar store. You can go visit them as well. So this is one of my favorite like quick breakfasts. I do it at home even just like on a random Tuesday just because it's like so fast and easy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, that is decadent.
And that's all I put in there.
4 ingredients? It's
crazy.
crazy.
So now from here, like sometimes I'm like, oh, I have a little bacon in the fridge. I'll throw that in. You can put some fresh herbs, obviously, cracked black pepper if you want. But I tried to make it the simplest version possible. But then you can go crazy from there. I've even taken like a tater tot and like put it in the bottom. So
that is absolutely delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're all trying to incorporate a little bit more protein into our lives.
Yeah, and then you can like cut the bread or whatever if you're not like trying to do bread. Like lots of other ways to
try a bite of the bread.
And this is the challah bread from Great Harvest. Challah, but she makes beautiful, delicious bread. And I didn't even choose. I was like, pick any bread. You could literally get any of the breads from her. She's got amazing stuff. So that was our brunch salt that I used for that one. That one had thyme, chives, and fennel. So you do have the herbs that are in there as well. But really simple recipe, easy.
So good.
So, let's talk local real quick. So like why, you know, we support local like religiously, but why is it so important for folks out in the community to support local businesses like yourself?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons besides the fact that it is healthier. Like these items that we're getting, they're coming directly from our, like these chickens are like from 100 miles away. They're not
so
like,
cool.
They're not from a million, miles away somewhere crazy. So it's just better for you to have the stuff that's grown in your own soil, in your own nature. When you're getting honey, it has the things that help your allergies and everything like that. It's also better for our economy to have all of this money turning through our local businesses as opposed to the grocery stores. That's what I always tell people. We're not competing against each other, none of these people. We're all working together to try to create a grocery store for you in a park, under a bridge, and all of these crazy places because unfortunately these things are not accessible at the grocery store.
Not entirely, no. And one of the things, and like you were talking about, just to kind of like expand upon that, at RAM you really can get your entire like grocery set up. You've got meats, you've got produce, you've got dairy, like you've got all your breads and things like that.
Even like I went to a Super Bowl party a few weeks ago and I just ran around and got like some brownies and cookies and stuff and made my own platter with stuff from there. So there's just anything you need. That's one of the ways that I've kind of become this like little Salt Lady character is because people come to me when they have questions like, where do I get blank that I am trying to find? Where do I get pancake mix? Where do I get fat like butter, ghee? Where do I get these things that I used to buy at the grocery store and now I'm trying to figure out where to get it.
And support it locally. All right, you do have one more recipe
so this
for us.
is Backyard Buffalo. We know and love her. She's the ghee that was in your eggs.
I had hers last time.
This
the
is
yogurt
my
was
obsession.
So good.
Okay, like that's why I brought this because I just keep eating this over and over. So I had to show you. So the chocolate cherry is like it's my favorite yogurt, and she hasn't been
yogurt.
Yes, but it's like dessert dessert level sweetness.
Is this one ready to go?
Yes, I put the chocolate, I mix it together with the chocolate.
Yeah, let's
this
try
is
this.
sugar-free, so it'll cut some of the sugar. And then, well, here, let me do the secret ingredient.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is my coffee salt. So I put this on every sweet thing I eat right now.
Okay.
And it makes like salted caramel vibes to everything.
gosh.
But chocolate cherry with the cardamom
dang.
granola, I just can't stop eating this, so I had to bring
Oh
it
my
to
God,
you.
that is delicious.
Yes, and
Tell
it's not
everyone.
too much sugar. Yeah.
Tell everyone where they can find you. This is
On our
outstanding.
website, summersalts.com, we have the code SALTLADY for free shipping right now, so you can get your
Dude,
brunch,
that's
you can
good.
get your coffee, and then please come see us at the farmer's market so you can get everything else.
Thank you so much.
You're up. I'm just gonna keep hitting this.
I am
just has
up,
to
and I
keep
probably
eating.
should have waited, but that's okay. So we're going to switch things up.
Yes.
That was outstanding. Thank you so much. Our teacher of the week.